Ah, so you seek a tale worthy of the ancients, one that stretches across the oceans of time, weaving the threads of destiny, honor, and the human spirit. Then sit close, for I shall tell you the full saga of Yasuke, the Black Samurai, as only a master storyteller dares to speak it. Long, long ago in the heart of the African continent, lands bathed in golden sun and rich with rivers that sang songs of life, there lived a boy whose name was not yet Yasuke. His true name is lost to the winds of time. But he was born of warriors, and the blood of kings ran in his veins. As a youth, he stood tall and proud, strong like the baobab tree, and swift like the cheetah. But fate, ever wild and unpredictable, tore him from his homeland. Captured or sold, he was taken across deserts and seas, through ports filled with tongues he could not understand, until he arrived in India, where the Portuguese traders and missionaries moved like kings in foreign lands. It was there, under the banner of the Jesuits, that his path twisted again. A man named Alessandro Valignano, a Jesuit priest and diplomat, took note of him, not just for his strength, but for his loyalty, intelligence, and calm presence in chaos. The priest saw something great in him and made him a bodyguard, protector on a mission to the east. And so, Yasuke sailed eastward toward Japan, a land unlike any he had ever known. A land of misty mountains, of cherry blossoms that fell like tears, of warlords and monks, of beauty and bloodshed. When Yasuke stepped onto Japanese soil, the ground trembled, not from his feet, but from the ripple his presence caused. His skin, dark as the night sea, his height towering above the people, and his strength that seemed otherworldly. All these made him a figure of awe, fear, and wonder. In Kyoto, the capital, the crowds surged to see him. So many people gathered that buildings collapsed beneath the weight. Whispers spread like wildfire. Was he a demon? A god? A spirit of the foreign lands? News reached the ears of Oda Nobunaga, the most powerful warlord of the time. Nobunaga, no ordinary man, had the vision of unifying all Japan, and he cared not for superstition. He hungered for power, for wisdom, and for men of valor. He summoned Yasuke, and when the warrior knelt before him, Nobunaga's court held its breath. Nobunaga ordered his servants to scrub Yasuke's skin, believing it painted with ink. But as the dark hue remained, Nobunaga laughed, enchanted. He saw no monster before him. He saw a warrior's heart. Nobunaga, impressed by Yasuke's stature and presence, took him under his wing. He gave Yasuke not only a sword, but a place among the samurai, something no foreigner had ever achieved. Yasuke trained day and night, and though he had not grown up with a katana, his strength, reflexes, and determination turned him into a formidable swordsman. In battle, he was a colossus, charging through enemy lines, his blade a blur of silver, his spirit unyielding. The other samurai, at first wary, came to respect him, for on the battlefield, blood knows no color, only honor. Yasuke stood beside Nobunaga during his greatest triumphs, including the conquest of enemy castles and the defeat of rival clans. The bond between them was strong, lord and vassal, warrior and brother, but darkness was brewing. In the shadows, Akechi Mitsuhide, a general under Nobunaga, seethed with envy and betrayal. He plotted to take the power for himself, and in a moment of treachery, he struck. It was at Honnoji Temple, in the quiet before dawn, that the attack came. Yasuke awoke to the sound of steel and screams. Nobunaga, caught off guard, knew he would not escape. Rather than die by enemy hands, he chose the path of honor, seppuku. Yasuke fought with the fury of a storm, cutting through enemy after enemy, protecting his lord to the very end. When Nobunaga breathed his last, Yasuke did not flee. He gathered the body, and with a heart heavy with sorrow, he delivered it to Nobunaga's son, ensuring the line of his master would not be lost. Captured by Akechi's forces, Yasuke was not killed. They said, "He is not Japanese, he is no samurai," and they dismissed him as a beast of burden. But they were wrong. Yasuke had walked the path of Bushido, had shed blood and tears in loyalty and honor. What became of him after that day? Some say he returned to the Jesuits, others that he vanished into the countryside, living as a ronin, a masterless warrior. There are tales of him wandering, teaching the blade to those who dared to learn. Some believe he sailed away, returning to his homeland, his spirit forever changed. But I tell you this, traveler, a legend does not die. Yasuke's name still whispers through bamboo forests and temple halls. He was a man from far away, who rose not by birth, but by courage, loyalty, and the strength of his will. And in the heart of every warrior, there is a spark of Yasuke, a fire that tells us we are not bound by where we come from, but by what we choose to become. Now, do you feel the fire, too?